Getting the camper ready for a very long trip. We are taking it to Wisconsin. I'm gonna see if I can set this here without. So basically I'm just reorganizing the camper bar. We get these, we use these little springy restraints here to keep the stuff from moving. I try to alternate the bottles between glass and plastic. So we got one back there. We'll put the rest of this stuff in here. Trying to keep the glass away from bouncing against the glass. Throw all the little stuff in here. One across the front for the bigger bottles. Don't really care too much about the little plastic ones, but that'll keep everything nice and snug inside the cabinet. Let's see what else we got to get ready. So if you haven't seen the camper before, this is the camper. This is the bedroom area of the camper. It's a slide out with my wife's decorating touches here. We are getting ready to go. See how the fridge is. This is the very New York to Wisconsin, so gotta make sure everything is good to go. Got a little camper remodel series from the Average Dan there. Just kind of going around and checking stuff. We're packing some last minute stuff. Still have some clothes to pack. These are the fire starters that my wife made that'll be in an upcoming video, as well as more of the other homey touches that my wife has added. I especially like these guys up here, these little metal signs. Happy camper, home is where we park it. So I think we are good in that respect. So let's see, we'll flip this around now. Say hello to everybody. Side real quick and take a look at what we got going on. All right, so here's an important thing. How do you know when you've officially filled your tank? When the overflow is dumping out of the bottom. So we're going to take the hose out here. Oh, and then totally fill up your flip-flop with water. That's fantastic. It's exactly what I was hoping for. Apparently I had that going there for a while. Double check here. Check our fresh water. We can see that our fresh water is more than full. These are all your digital readouts. You can see there's something messing with the sensor in the black water because it's actually empty, but it's registering a third. Gray water's empty, and second gray water is empty as well. So those all look good. Apparently there's a lot of overflow in there. Had it on the road recently, so tires shouldn't be an issue. We actually just bought some new hoses. We haven't taken it to an actual campsite yet, but we're going to be staying at a campsite in Wisconsin. So I realized the old set I had with the old camper, I actually sent away with the old camper. I never took it out of the bumper of the car, but I like these. So I'll put links to these in the description below. But I like these a lot better than one we used to have because it has clear extensions on each end. So you can actually see what's going on. Not that you want to spend a whole lot of time watching what's going on, but both ends of the unit are clear, which really gives you an idea of whether you're almost to the end or not. So I really like those. Again, I'll put a link to those in the description of this video as well. And then this is actually just a short, I actually made one of these myself, a little makeshift job here to connect to the transport tank when you have to empty black water. You basically just connect this to the black water drain You pop that open, and then you empty out that, and then you can transport it. If it's full, you're gonna need something like a tractor or something to actually move it, because it gets kind of heavy. These are both, I believe, Camco. Yep, Camco. I love Camco. Maybe we will climb up on the roof here. This is how to kill yourself with a live stream. You just want to come up and take a look at the roof. Oh, hang on. I guess clear lets you know where you're at. Yes, absolutely. It shows you, as the flow starts to die down, you can really see that. So these are the tops of the 2 slides. The roof on this particular camper is curved, which is kind of nice. Although when you have to actually get up on it to do stuff, it has this kind of vinyl material, and it's pretty much terrifying because no matter what you're wearing on your feet, there's absolutely no traction. So you can actually see my brother's camper in the distance there. They're heading to a different campsite this weekend. They're staying in state. We're heading to Wisconsin, so try to climb down the old ladder here without dying. Oh, there we go. The outside of the slides, right there. I feel like that might be a little harden the darkness for a second. I think there's a little bit of a glare going. This is the main slide where the living room is. White Hawk. Up there. That's me. I gotta remember when we come back to park it in a slightly different place so I can mow underneath it. Last time we mowed, we didn't get the weed whacker out. And you don't realize how uneven your lawn is until you actually have to crank this thing up and make it level. And we are level. But this is going to be what equates to an 11-day trip with the camper. So it's going to present some challenges that we haven't really addressed yet in the camper. Obviously, we're going to cycle through our available fresh water. So that's an issue. We have a massive duck, but doesn't everybody? And a mirror over here. Hello. My wife actually picked up this cover for the couch, which is really nice. All right. Yeah, the hoses, if that's what you're asking, are for the waste. Where are you going for your vacation trip? Hey, Nicole, life in the USA. We are actually heading to Wisconsin. It's an 18-hour drive from New York to Wisconsin. So that's the trip we're making. But I'll also throw like this. I don't know exactly what she paid for it, but I'll throw a link in the description to that as well. I think the stuff that she's added really adds some homey touches to the camper. You got the pillowcase there. Like I said, the signs, Eat Happy Campers. As always, God bless America. And we got storage, we got crafts and things in here, some water toys for the kids and games. That's where we're hiding all that stuff. There's a ton of storage in this camper. We got some extra blankets in here, holding on to the red, white, and blue theme. I think that's pretty much what we're looking at. Got a Green Bay Packers. My wife is a Packers fan. Just gonna have to cope with it. We put a TV in here, which is a little bit of a challenge. When you're putting a TV up in a camper like this, you can't use the hardware they give you, because if you use the bolts that they provided, you'd put them through the outside of the camper. So we had to find some alternate hardware. Obviously make sure that we're putting it where there's a stud right there, but otherwise that allows us to maneuver this a little bit, which works out nicely. And I really love the windows that are in this camper because they're very, very wide open. There's a lot of natural light. This is the actual bathroom. One of the things that we had to do, so, and I highly recommend this, especially if you're in a situation where you're trying to control your water, the head that came with this camper, either take a super fast shower or constantly turn off the water at the bottom and try to adjust your temperature. You get the temperature all adjusted down here, you get it up to the hose, and then you just turn it off in between, you know, rinsing. So when you're putting shampoo in your hair or whatever, you can turn the water off from here so you're not wasting it while you're getting ready. It's really cheap to grab one of these. All you need is this. It comes with the hose, and you just add it, and this saves you a ton of water by being able to turn it off when you don't absolutely need it. So that is extremely helpful. I think we're almost completely there in terms of what we need to do to get the camper ready. I know we have clothes to pack, but I think in terms, my wife has been working really hard to kind of get everything. There's my team, go Dolphins, even though they haven't played well in forever. But, oh, see, that's nice to know. 24/7 roadside assistance from Jaco. She picked up this cool, I like this kind of, I don't know if you'd call it rustic or country themed setup there. I like that with the metal shakers. It's pretty cool. When you do head out to camp, definitely make sure that you put your antenna down, or that will be a very bad day. Here are all the little spices that we showed you in the last video. We also, as we mentioned in that video, the magnets are really old and they didn't have as much cling as we wanted them to, so we got to get some heavy-duty magnets to replace those. And there, of course, the garbage bags, and that's the type of container that it originally came from. So those are all nice and stowed away. And then when you're traveling, you can stick stuff in the actual sink. I don't know if we have anything on the other side. Oh, gotta cut, the dog bowls are hiding in there. Elite Jamaica official channel, hello to you, welcome. Doing a little live stream. I don't normally do live streams here on the Average Dan, but I'm gonna try to do more of them. I am basically trying to prepare the camper for our trip. We're gonna take an 11-day trip from here to Wisconsin. Let's play RC and Hobby, good to see you, man. But yeah, we're basically trying to go around. Let me try to rotate here, get a little bit better light so it's not there. Going through kind of a mental checklist, making sure that everything is good to go and that we're ready. We're going to leave tomorrow and then let the journey begin. It's going to be quite a long trip. I'm going to record a lot of footage for the Average Dan channel, and hopefully be able to share that with you. There's a couple different things that I want to share. One of the cool things when you're traveling through Ohio, they actually allow you to, they actually kind of have RV hookups or electrical hookups where you can park an RV and spend the night at the rest stop, which is kind of nice. So yeah, it should be a good time. Hopefully all goes well. Let's see what the light looks like over here. But we're getting really close. I'm sure I'm forgetting something. That's typically how it goes. You're halfway down the road when you realize that there was something that you didn't account for. But, you know, we'll see. We'll see how it all goes. Thank you so much, Let's Play. I appreciate it. We're not in a hurry, so we're going to take it slow and try to enjoy it. I got all the batteries charged for all the cameras, so I'm going to be taking everything from 360-degree footage. I have a Fly 360 camera that does that. I have the vlogging camera that I bought, the Sony X3000, that I'm going to be using as well to capture footage. I got my DSLR. I got to get all that packed. All the batteries are charged and ready to go. I just got to figure out a way to get it all in a easy to move package. I keep adding equipment and my camera bag is kind of overflowing at this point. But that's all for now, guys. I appreciate you coming and hanging out with me, if only for a few moments, just to see what we're doing here. Definitely going to be a lot of footage, more footage to come. I don't know if I'll be able to do any live streams in the next few days or the next week on this channel, just because of availability of a good signal, but yeah, it should be fun. I can't wait to share all the content that we are going to do our best to make during this trip, and I will talk to everybody later. Take care.